This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dante Moore. Get it out on the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. The sure hands, it's Stewart. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Making side adjustments here. The run inside. It's Hill. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hauls it in. Makes the grab and room to run. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Davison. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On the snap, it's Davison. What power Skillful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks!
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole first quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing, put 6 on the board.
And they did tack on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Harris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running inside, it's Berry. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He's got the back in the middle. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming.
And, man, they sneak the option in there on 3rd and long.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Hill. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore finds his tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Ducks want to move quickly. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Looking for the end zone. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Berry. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Going to take a shot. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the point.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RP...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Upstairs, he's got it. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Moore to throw. Floating away. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the screen. Powers through the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air on second down. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Levitt. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Watkins. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stepping to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's clean.
He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the run, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing more. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
Right, and that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Harris. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they've got to tackle better on the back end.
Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So first down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Berry. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Back to pass, it's Levin. Back open in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Now he's looking into the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. He makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he's stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pick up of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Power football with the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They'll move the wide receiver. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's gone! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big Big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dante Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the shovel. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And perfect situational awareness there. Get the first down. Don't get greedy. Stop the clock.
Yeah, and that's why this team practices these types of 2-minute situations all week long leading up to games so that everybody's on the same page. That receiver did an awesome job getting out of bounds to try to preserve as much clock as possible.
Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Wow, it has been textbook on the back end covering all night long for this defense. Did you see that defender break on the ball? It's like he almost knew where the quarterback was throwing it. You can't do it better than that.
Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Moore with the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Moore. Finds his back in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buckeyes headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Running inside, it's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hand off from the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Handoff for Frazier. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Flips it out to the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Play action. Moving out to the right. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Hold and fire complete.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Lobs it off the back foot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Stockton. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Frazier. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Quick completion on the out route. Racing to the right. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Dogs.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Say it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and
fires and picked off. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's Sayin to throw. Might be looking to run. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Play fake, Julian Sayin. Fires to the right. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue 22.
Say it. Looking for a big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one.
Oh, he wants it all. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there.
Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense was ready.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throw it, say it. Pocket breaking down. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a good one.
Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking down the middle. Pulls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, say it. Got his man on the right. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Williams open on the right side. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Punt is on its way. He's got it. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Julian with the play fake. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Say it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the 2nd half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
All the way back to the 15. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not
looking for a huge play. Incomplete on 4th.
Bye-bye.